Welcome back, Crow fam, and just like Uzek, we are back with another knockout blow today. We're going to go through what's been happening on the Cronos chain over the last 7 days. We're going to start by looking at what is happening on the Cronos chain. The volume is going insane. Then we're going to look at Vanta, the new Season 14 from WolfSwap. Then we're going to take a little look at Orbi and what you can earn by staking it through the crypto.com app. And then finally, we're going to take a look at what the stats are for the Corgi AI Make Cronos Great Again competition that ended this week. Were you one of the 10 lucky winners to get $500? Then our favourite bird in a pie, crow with knife, was suspended this week. What happened and did they come back? And then finally, we're going to take a look at the Poker Night from Monkey Muscle. When is it? How can you get involved? And what can you win? Remember, Crow fam, follow everybody we cover in the Cronos Pulse. We are stronger together. Now let's get into it and have a look at what Cronos Chain has been up to over the last 7 days. Don't say this too loudly. In fact, whisper it in the shadows, but there are a few signs that the Cronos chain is making a comeback. Now ranked 23rd by volume, with VVS Finance and Tectonic leading the way. Over the past 7 days then, volume is up over 150%, hitting $83 million. Is the Cronos chain finally making a comeback? Well, the stats seem to hold that up. Why is this? Of course, we've seen a 90% reduction in the fees. That was always going to be a massive, massive signal for people to start using the chain. But also, the speed of the chain has 10x'd. So I think we could be at the cusp of a breakout. And I think Cronos Chain, which of course is attached to crypto.com, one of the biggest exchanges in the world, I think we could be looking at something big. But time will tell. Time will tell. Let's see how this does over the next few months. But this is massively bullish for the Cronos chain. Season 14 Vanta is here. Now, we are going to make a special video about this and put that out at some point on Sunday. But this is another banger. WolfSwap announced only hours ago that they paid out $11,000 in Season 13. $11,000. Season 14, the benchmark, the baseline is $5,000 plus a percentage of the trading fees. 2,500 people got involved in the last trading competition. Are you going to take part in Season 14? Now we're going to play you a quick video. And remember, this is a PG-15 and it might scare you.
It's time for the world to realize not even WolfSwap can stop me.
So there you have it, what a nasty looking wolf he is. Let's make sure to send him back into the void or wherever he came from. Now Season 14 will run for a while, but the competition has already started. So make sure to head over to WolfSwap and give them a go. To celebrate, we are going to have a WolfSwap Vanta night on Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central European Time, which I believe is 5 p.m. UTC. We're going to go through Vanta, we're going to go through the trading competition in Season 13, who won, how much was won, and then we're going to have a little bit of a quiz, probably 15 to 20 questions about WolfSwap. The majority of the answers will be in the video we make about WolfSwap, but it's always good to brush up on your knowledge of them. Now this will be running for about an hour. We're going to run it on YouTube, Binance and X, but you have to be on YouTube to play the quiz. It's a live interactive quiz. You've seen nothing like this before. You answer the questions in the chat and you are added to a leaderboard and you can win a bag of Mew. The top 3 people take away exactly the same prize. So as long as you finish third, you're going to win a share of our prize pool. Another video we're going to make this week is about Orbi Network, and we're going to talk about the impact of the Genius Act on them. However, in the meantime, let me point something out to you. If you are too scared or too unknowledgeable of using the Cronos chain, you can use USC directly in the Crypto.com app. Why would you do that? Because you can take part in the supercharger. Add your USC to this supercharger and you will have a chance of winning from a share of Ethereum. The number one, the hottest asset at the minute in crypto. You can win a share of that by simply holding your USC in the supercharger for the next 27, 28 days. What are you waiting for? Get rid of that USDC or USDT, get some USC and go and take part in the supercharger and get access to some of those juicy Ethereum rewards. Of course, not financial advice. Now, we loved this competition. Why? Because it brought people together. What do we always say on this channel? Stronger together. We saw Orbi, we saw WolfSwap and others having dual competitions alongside Corgi AI. They were giving away over $5,000 in prizes to the top 10 suggestions to make Cronos great again. The 10 winners have been announced. We don't know their names, however, because they are their wallet addresses. But make sure to go and check out the website and see if you have won. I'm going to leave a link to this and everything we talk about on Cronos Pulse in a link below this video. Now, being a northerner, I love a good pie. Nothing better than a crow pie, and I am so glad the crows are back to allow me to continue to eat my crow pies. Crow with Knife was suspended this week, and luckily, through sheer force of numbers, the community came together both on the Cronos chain and CDC and managed to get their account reinstated. Now what you need to do is go over to the follow button, press follow and follow them. Why? Because they are one of the noisiest bunch you will ever meet on the Cronos chain. In addition to that, it's a crow with a knife in its mouth. What more could you want from a meme project? Now, this is no ordinary project. They're listed on some exchanges, of which we will not mention on the Cronos Pulse, but they are a big project. If you've never heard of Crow with Knife, make sure to go and give them a follow. They need your support, as do all the projects on the Cronos chain. Now, earlier in the week, I put a tweet out about culture and what culture is. Culture, is it a set of norms? Is it a set of values? For me, it's the feeling of family.
I don't have friends. I got family.
One of those things that we talk about a lot is traffic, run by Elder Carl. Go and make sure you take part in traffic. WolfSwap, they are part of Spaces on a weekly basis. Obsidian Swap, they also have their own spaces, and some of the other projects as well. Dream, with his projects, he has spaces just starting up now as well. But another part of culture is getting together with other people in Cronos. Now, we saw the Dev Wars this week as well. That was run with WolfSwap giving away millions of Moon. And of course, every Sunday we have Monkey Muscle running this poker night. And this is not a small deal. Hundreds of people take part every week in this. And the prize board is absolutely insane. 20 prizes given away every single weekend. Okay, this is not a small deal. There are the list of all of the sponsors. You have nice artwork. It's run through Discord. Make sure to go and get involved. There is a list of some of the players. AI has come a long way, I must admit. And there you have the people playing. Of course, you don't have to dress up like a monkey to get involved, but it helps. And if you want to go and play poker, you want to win one of those 20 prizes, I will leave a link directly to Monkey Muscle underneath this video. And that's it. And like Dubois, I imagine you're still reeling on the floor from that news. But don't be afraid, we're back next week. And over the course of the next week, we're going to have a look at a few other things along the way. We're going to look at Orbi and the Genius Act in more detail. We've also got the Wednesday night WolfSwap special. That's Wednesday night at 7 PM Central European time. And don't forget, the action doesn't stop there. Wednesday night, don't forget, 7 p.m, we're going to go over WolfSwap. We're going to be live on Binance, YouTube, and on X. So make sure to get involved. So until next week, Crow fam, you have been great. I have been Mike. Adios.